What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to more Gold Silver Crystal, and today I'll bring you something I haven't done in a while. It is a battle with random generated Pokemon. As you can see here, I'm generating the teams. Yeah, without any not fully evolved Pokemons, and there we go. We have a Mantine, we have Farfetch, we have Rhydon, we have Umbreon, Nidoqueen, and a Ditto. So, looking at this team here, I see Umbreon and Nidoqueen can work quite well. So, Rhydon for some physical offensive power, Ditto mainly as some fodder, yeah, most likely, and Mantine as like a special wall. So yeah, let's give this team a try. This battle is going to be against the one and only one, Use. You probably know him. If you don't, you should check out his channel immediately. So yeah, he generated his team in the same way. You will see in his video when he posts it. So without further ado, let's get right into this match. Pretty crazy one, if you ask me. So he leads up with Harlem Shake, Electrode, and I'm going with Nidoqueen. So I'm going straight for the Level Kiss, because it probably will switch and whatever comes in will be asleep. And in this case it's Wobbuffet, so he has a Wobbuffet, he has an Electrode. So far nothing threatening, but now I'm thinking, yeah, I can probably trap this thing, but he switches out into his Golduck, and I know Golducks carry Cross Chop, but I decided to go for Ditto as sleep fodder because Hypnosis could come in my way, and luckily it did. So yeah, Ditto has done his job. I only wanted him as a sleep fodder, and here comes the obvious Cross Chop. Mantine takes it quite well. I know I can wall pretty much this Golduck, unless he carries a Hidden Power Electric, but it's highly unlikely. And here comes Wobbuffet, which was a good play on his part, because the Toxic was, well, was not obvious, but other than status, Mantine cannot do much to Golduck, so yeah. So now I'm going for the Mean Look to trap this Wobbuffet, and now I can Baton Pass it to another Pokemon. But I was thinking, this Wobbuffet can be dangerous if my opponent plays his cards right. So my thought process was going to Rhydon, set up a couple of curses, and then to prevent his Destiny Bond, because Wobbuffets carry Destiny Bond always, I need to paralyze it with Body Slam. After he's paralyzed, I just need to wait for a full para, and then take him out from there, because I cannot allow that his Destiny Bond is active. And as long as he's faster than me, he can always go for Destiny Bond, and attack, and if I KO him, he takes me out. Luckily, I get the para here, which is what I wanted. Now I just going to set up a curse again, waiting for that full para, or if he uses another move besides Destiny Bond. He gets the full para here, so yeah, at that range, Earthquake, I think at +3, if I didn't miscount, Earthquake should be enough, and yeah, it takes him out straight away. So here comes Golduck in, and I need to switch. Surf can easily one-shot me. So back to Mantine. Mantine sponges that Surf like it was nothing. So I'm going to try toxing him again, because I need to status this Golduck, and he goes to Gengar, predicting the Toxic. So another good play on my opponent's part. Now this Gengar probably carries an electric move, so I switch out into my Rhydon, but he predicts that and double switches into Golduck. So he's reading my moves pretty well here. I need to make the safe play here and go to Mantine again. And now here, this part is like kind of my part with lots of mind games going on. Me trying to predict him, and him trying to predict me. I went for Ice Beam because I thought he might switch out to Gengar again, but this time he stayed in and went for Ice Beam as well. Now I go for a Toxic, but yeah, he catches me again with Gengar. So I need to change my plans here if I want to have a chance of winning this. So this time I go for a switch into Umbreon, but he switches again into Golduck, and he cannot put me to sleep, but he still has Cross Chop. So I'm kinda scared of that, so I better play safe for now and go to my Entine to take the attack. So now I went for the Confuse Ray because even if he stays in or if he switches out, Confuse Ray will always catch something. And he actually decides to stay in and go for Ice Beam. And yeah, Golduck's confused, which will help me in the long run. Now I go for Hydro Pump, expecting him to switch out to Gengar, but he actually stays in. And just go for Ice Beam, probably expecting a freeze or something. Or yeah, at least it's the only move he has that hits me decently. The other he has Hypnosis, he has Cross Chop, he has Surf, so yeah. Going to Umbreon. Now, luckily he stays on this turn in, and I finally get the Toxic on him. That's all I wanted. Now this Golduck is going to be crippled, it's going to lose HP each turn, and making my process easier to take him out. Because my team, the team that was generated, it's fairly weak to water. Because he has Rhydon, he has Nidoqueen, and yeah, I have also my Farfetch, but water types usually carry ice attacks, so yeah, I'm kinda weak to water here. But now we have Furret on Rhydon, pretty good matchup for me. Unless he carries Surf, Furret can learn Surf, so if he has it, it's problematic. No, he switches to Golduck, the Earthquake does a lot of damage, and now I'm going to make here an over prediction. I predict him to predict my switch, so he didn't go for Surf, he goes for Ice Beam, and that will allow me to KO his Golduck. And I was like, yes, his water type is out of the way, I can finally breathe. But it's not over yet, the biggest threat is yet to come. Here comes his Lapras, and I was like, oh god, another water type. And this one is even more dangerous because it can carry an electric attack, it can carry ice and stab Ice Beam, and I see he has Confuse Ray here. Yeah, I stayed in because I thought he might overpredict again, but this time he overpredicted, but in a safe way with Confuse Ray, so anything will hit. Yeah, and a Confuser will affect anything that will came in or in case I stayed in. So Rhydon goes down, here comes Nidoqueen. I'm faster, so I can use Lovely Kiss to put him to sleep, and that's my best bet against this Lapras. While he's asleep, he cannot hurt me, and I can proceed from there. But Thunderbolt is not doing as much as I wanted to, and he gets a second turn Wake Up, which is unfortunate. Surf is a 2-hit KO in case I missed this Lovely Kiss. Fortunately, I didn't, as you will see here, but he actually switches to Furret to take the expected Lovely Kiss, and he has Mint Berry, so he has probably Rest as well, Rest Mint Berry with Double Edge and maybe Curse or something. But I still want something to be asleep, because always help me out, and I don't want this thing to set up in case he has Curse. I don't know. And Earthquake is doing a decent amount. Luckily he stays asleep and he leaves his Furret in. It was kind of a questionable play. If he would switch to Lapras, he had already a Sleep Fodder and I couldn't do anything about it. He wakes up and Double Edge does not take me out, and Furret's out of the way. But now my Nidoqueen is severely weakened. And here comes Electrode, yeah. Its intention was probably to weaken my Nidoqueen, and so Electrode can take me down with a hidden power from that range. But I still have my Ditto, which is nothing else than a fodder. Now here I'm switching between Ditto and Umbreon because I want to bait him to explode. I wanted to try him to explode on Ditto because it's my most useless Pokemon, and I'm trying to get him to explode on it, but no, he didn't, and takes out Ditto with a critical hit Thunderbolt, and now I'm kinda out of options for him to explode on, So I'm thinking, what should I sacrifice? But I'm not really sure if he will go for explosion, because as you will see here, he will go for hidden power. But I going to toxic him, and now, will he explode on this turn, or will he first attack me to put him in a range where explosion can actually take me out? I'm not sure. I was debating to switch into one of those Pokemon, either Farfetch or Mantine, mostly Mantine, but I decided to stay in, but he explodes. A good prediction on his part, but explosion is not enough to take me out from that range, so Umbreon can still be useful. But here comes Lapras, and I want to preserve Umbreon for later, so I also will scout if he has an electric move or not. So I go to Mantine, because if he doesn't have an electric move, I can resist maybe one or two ice beams and can still status him, put confusion and shenanigans like that. So confused Ray off, he breaks through confusion and he reveals he has thunder, so Mantine couldn't do anything to this Lapras. Lapras is really threatening my team here. So back to Nidoqueen, trying to put him to sleep again. It's my only chance. I can't do anything to this Lapras if he's awake, but he predicts that and decides to put his Gengar to sleep. And now the switch back to Lapras is obvious, so at least try to get some damage with T-Bolt. I can get 2 T-Bolts off before the Lapras finishes me off. Nidoqueen can do anything more here. His Gengar is asleep, I cannot put anything else into a nap, so yeah, Nidoqueen, good job there. But now it's time to get Farfetch into the job. Now, it's a speed tie, I need to get lucky here, and I know I can survive an Ice Beam or a Thunder, so go for Swords Dance. I win the first speed tie. Here he misclicks and goes for Surf. Didn't matter much since I know I can survive an attack from him, and here I get a critical hit with Return. It mattered, yes, but I have a stick, so critical hits are increased. The chance of criticals are increased, but still that crit really mattered. And it seems like Farfetch is turning the game around, because his Gengar is asleep, and as long as he stays asleep for at least 1 or 2 turns, I should be able to handle him. And on this turn, with a Hidden Power flying, I will get the max damage roll, and this will take out his Gengar. So that's really good game use. Like in our previous game, your Farfetch did some good work, and on this game it was mine. So yeah, Farfetch for the win. So I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. It was a really fun game, mind games and predictions all over the place. It was a really good one. I hadn't have one of these games for quite a long time. It was good to do it use. And if you enjoyed it, leave a like, leave a comment with feedback, suggestions, anything you want. Also, check out Yu's channel, as I said in the beginning. He has really great content, Wi-Fi battles for all generations, and so. And for me, it's enough for today. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, and take care of yourselves.